What's up, you guys? It's Bebe. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking all about Ember Shores. I have so much content on my channel about this festival, you guys, and weirdly it's some of my most popular videos for being such a niche, small festival. Which is awesome, and I got some requests to talk about it again this year. So today I'm going to be covering the lineup. It's a pretty small one just because this is a really small festival. If you are not familiar, this is illenium's festival in Cancun, Mexico. I went the first year it ever happened. I also went last year, so this year will be the third installment. I'm deciding not to go this year for a lot of different reasons, honestly. The first year was amazing. The second year definitely had some logistics issues, which they said they were gonna fix. They put out statements and whatnot addressing the situations. It was mostly all to do with the resort, to be honest with you, and nothing to do with the actual festival itself. But I just didn't have the best experience last year. I don't know, I missed like almost all of day one because of the issues. The resort definitely was remorseful and like gave us a great room upgrade as a sorry, but I don't know. I'm not feeling it this year. I don't really want to go back. But yeah, I also just want to do new things this year. I've done the festival twice now, and like I said, it's very small. It's a destination festival, so it's kind of the same thing every year. So I just don't really feel drawn to go back this year, so I'll be taking a step back, but I'm still gonna cover it for you guys. And yeah, if you want any like things you should know, tips and tricks, I have a video up for that as well. You can also rewatch all of my vlogs. I have vlogged every single day of Ember Shores that I went to, and that will give you way more of like an inside look at what the resort is like and just what the day-to-day kind of schedule is. So if you are more interested in that, definitely go check out those videos. I'll have them linked somewhere around here, but today we are going to talk about the lineup. One thing I will say about Ember Shores, they do a pretty good job of making it more multi-genre than you'd expect. Obviously it mostly leans bass, melodic bass, future bass, but they also throw in like some trance, some house, some more like very heavy dubstep. So you get a good mix of genres, which is really cool. And there's two stages. Well, technically three actually. There's the pool stage, which is during the day, the beach stage, which is at night, and then the atrium stage, which is inside the resort, and that's kind of like the afters. Let's just go through this lineup with you guys, and I'm gonna give you genres of each act, and you can kind of go from there and see who you might want to check out. Starting off with headliners, first we have Dab the Sky. So this is Dabin back-to-back Said the Sky. This will be super melodic bass driven. I feel like everyone kind of knows those artists. At least if you know illenium, you definitely know who they are. I always like seeing Dab the Sky, to be honest. I like the two of them, and they work really well together sonically, so that'll be fun. Gareth Emery is trance, so that was kind of different to have as a headliner, which is cool. And then we have Sullivan King, which is like heavy bass, heavy dubstep. So those are three pretty strong headliners, so that'll be cool. Moving into the rest of the names, we have Blank presents Aeon Mode. This is his drum and bass set. It's really fun. I've seen it a few times. I would recommend. Bass Physics, I feel like you can probably guess the genre from their name. Bonnie and Clyde is kind of more, I would say more pop leaning if I had to describe them. But yeah, that's them. Brondo is bass. Camo and Crooked is actually drum and bass, which is super cool. Illenium usually does a drum and bass set on the Sunday. It's usually at the pool, and it's like the last or second to last set of the day, so I'm sure he will be doing that again. Then we have Cloud None. Kind of does a mix of genres. He played at the pool last year, and it was definitely a vibe like during the day. I really enjoyed him. Kovacs is melodic, more like housey vibes, I would say. He's done collabs with like Big, Gigantic, and Grabbits, I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly. So yeah, that's the vibe. Decadon for more heavy bass. Ecotech is house. Fairlane is melodic bass, future bass. I actually really like Fairlane, more like chill vibes. Fable is kind of like old school progressive house vibes almost. And then we have Grabbits, who I mentioned earlier, super talented vocalist. You've definitely recognized or heard or seen his name on collabs with big like EDM or melodic bass artists. Halian, she's played both years as well, if I remember correctly. Did she play last year also? I know she played the first year, but yeah, she's super cool. Amazingly talented vocalist, also has a DJ with her. Trance, melodic bass, all the vibes, all the pretty melodic vibes. James Egbert is an Armada artist, so it's kind of like housey but more commercial feeling, if you know what I'm talking about. Jana for some melodic bass. Kareem Martin is house. Kitty, this is actually illenium's I was about to say girlfriend, but it's now fiance. Woo woo. I'm so excited for that wedding. That to me is my royal wedding, and I can't wait to see all the photos from it. Not to be weird, but like they're so cute. I'm obsessed. So this is his fiance Laura's like DJ alias. She played last year. I think if I remember correctly, it's mostly house, but I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's mostly house. So yeah, that's the vibe there, but she is super cool. Last Heroes for melodic bass. Mamba is, I'm pretty sure, more melodic future bass, I believe. I could be wrong. Emport is also melodic bass. Phantoms is doing a DJ set. I would say this is more like pop leaning melodic house kind of vibes. Pause, I'm actually unsure about. At first my mind went to Pausa, but I was like, there's no way Pausa is playing for sure. It's like, let's be serious. So I'm actually not familiar with Pause. I'll have to do some research. But moving into Project 26, at first I thought they meant Project 46 because that's a pretty well-known dance music artist, kind of more like housey but more pop-esque. I don't know how to explain them, but I don't know Project 26, so I have to do some research on that as well. I will be so shocked if there's actually an artist called Project 26 when there's already a Project 46. Little confusing there, but we will find out. Reaper's drum and bass. Sick Cake kind of does a lot of different genres even outside of dance music, so this will be an interesting set. If you don't recognize the name, go on Spotify. You definitely know some of his tracks. He's like a very well streamed artist. Skeller is very chill, almost lo-fi, I would say. So Down kind of does a lot of different subgenres of bass. Think like more grizz, funky, saxophone, that kind of vibe. Space Laces for some very heavy dubstep. Vedic, I don't know how it's pronounced, is house. Wave Dash is bass. They kind of blend a lot of different bass genres together, I would say. William Black is melodic bass and future bass. And then we get to the end of the lineup, guys. I cannot tell you how mad I am about this, to be honest with you. It's illenium back-to-back slander. Let me tell you, I have been advocating for this back-to-back for years online, as have many other people. Obviously, it makes so much sense sonically. Two of the biggest, arguably the biggest melodic bass artists. Why would you not put them together, right? So I have been posting about wanting this back-to-back for so goddamn long, and I am honestly so hurt that the first time they're debuting it, it's at fucking Ember Shores, the year after I had a not so great experience, so I don't want to go back. Also, it's a very expensive festival. I don't know if you guys saw, they jacked up the prices this year, obviously, because everything is expensive as fuck right now and inflation is kicking our booties. But I was like, I'm not paying. First of all, you have to convince me to go back, which after last year and everything that went wrong, that is going to be a hefty task. Second of all, they jacked up the price by like 400, 500 bucks for the cheapest room package. And I was like, all right, that's my sign. Like, I'm not going. And then they put illenium back-to-back slander on the lineup. And they knew exactly what they were doing with that, because I am so tempted now to go. Brilliant tactic. Brilliant, very brilliant tactic. I'm so upset that I will not be seeing this. Someone please send me videos. Like, I'm not kidding. DM me on Instagram, DM me on Twitter, send them somewhere. I need to see them for my sanity. I need to hear this set, and I'm so hurt that it is happening at Ember Shores. Like, come on, do it somewhere else in addition to Ember Shores. I'm not saying don't do it at Ember Shores, but like, please bring it somewhere else. Please, I'm begging. Anyway, that's the lineup for Ember Shores. So pretty quick one. It's an easy small festival, like I said, so not too much to dive into there, and they are kind of using the same artists as the past 2 years with some new names in there, of course. So yeah, like I said, if you want to check out any of my other content on Ember Shores, I have a bunch of it on my channel. Definitely subscribe if you're new here. I make all kinds of dance music content, festival preparation, artist recommendations, all that good stuff. So I would love it if you stuck around. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Peace.